Here's to not bringing BS into the new year. I can get down with that. I'll say it in a pettier way though. Here's to not giving any to what they're looking for this year. Not from me anyway. You can get it somewhere else. Fuck you. I had very few left to give 2025. This year we have zero left to give. And also, I'm not letting anybody this year ever get away with an inch. You try an inch, I'm gonna get you back too. Not a piece this year. Absolutely not. But on top of everything, always never give the disgusting ones what they look for.
Hashtag when is Chuckle going to stop using the mentally ill to do her dirty work? Hashtag when is Chuckle going to call out her new bestie Hecate for being racist? Hashtag when is Chuckle going to delete her channel like she promised? Hashtag when is Chuckle going to come clean about May?
I was looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a petty motherfucker, and I've taken a lot of shit now for the past couple months. I've been looking forward to it. But as petty and as I am, above that, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole more than anything else. And I never, ever like to give someone what they want.
You still have that sawed-off shotgun you brought in Halifax and brought home in pieces on the train, Chrissy? Hashtag lifelong criminal. Hashtag degenerate gambler. Hashtag fired for being a sloppy drunk. Hashtag elderly abuser. Hashtag should have been aborted. Imagine being almost 40 and asking your sister for $3 to take the bus. Loser. Also, who paid for Blank's Christmas gifts this year? Since it wasn't me. Who's going to buy his birthday present in March? Not me. Poor kid getting stuck with your DNA. Loser.
So when you showed me how much y'all were looking forward to it and showing like how y'all were getting wet in the crotches about it, that's where I'm like, oh, I see. So I definitely won't be, getting you off. I will blue ball you ugly. And that is all.
Hey, Chrissy, it's been almost 5 years of living off of other people and the government. When are you going to start looking for a job? You sit around all day popping pills, maybe spend some time looking for work, or trying to repair your relationship with Blank, or getting therapy.
Idiots have patterns. Well said.
You're so stupid too. You have already seen proof that I can hold back and be patient. I'm not as impulsive and as emotionally dysregulated as you and your freak friends. I'll come to YouTube just for you now. We'll have guests on the show too. Just wait, you piece of shit. I told you to take accountability after going to police and lying over and over thinking you could scare everyone. This straw broke the camel's back. I won't go crazy defending against lies. I'm motivated now, Anne-Marie. You know I'll find a way. You know I'm not the one. You're cooked, bitch.
I'm not somebody you want to have beef with. It's bad optics. This is part of keeping that energy. And so you got to respect it.
Hello, guys. We made it to the weekend. Happy Friday to anyone watching in real time. Thank you so much for being here. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate y'all so much. So today was supposed to be a different stream. Today, I was just going to go over some clips from the edit that I posted of Amberlynn showing her ass the other day on Locale Live, just trying to rewrite history. So I was like, oh, put up the edit. I'll go live tonight. But then yesterday happened. And I said, oh, I'm going to cover FFG because she as well is the content gift that keeps on giving. The same FFG, if you listen to the intro, that said she was entering 2026, not giving nobody the energy they're looking for. She knew many people, myself included, was looking for her to get everyone one by one. Her word, she was going to get everybody. She was going to clock everybody that's been running their mouth about her. And then she had a change of heart. She changed her mind. She wasn't going to give us that energy. Oh, okay. I expected something. She's a pussy. I've been saying it. So she's like, okay, no problem. Now, seeing that I've been following her behavior online for the last few years and documenting very well, I knew it wouldn't last because FFG is as reactionary, if not more, than Chantel. So today's stream is just slightly different from streams I've done in the past. I'm going to try it out. You guys can give me your feedback. With all the mess that happened yesterday on Twitter between FFG and her brother, I wanted to unpack that with all of you. But I didn't want to just come up here with the tweets. I wanted to make sure there was a decent flow. And seeing that it is Friday, and I am off on Fridays, I woke up early this morning and said, organize all the tweets, read them out, record them, file them away, and have it ready for a stream. So that's what I did. Today's stream, we're going to be going over some Feldman files. Because they were going back and forth on Twitter, honey. And one thing I learned while being creator in this space, not many viewers are actually on Twitter. And I understand it can be toxic. It could be a lot. But I was just like, let me put it in a nice package to let y'all know and inform y'all of some of the mess that actually happens on Twitter that you miss out on. And that's what we're going to do. And I have some other clips as well. But before we get into all of that, and I will get into all the support, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Before we get into that, the Feldman files. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Kim. I actually want to, let me cover this first, and then we'll get into the first clip I wanted to cover. I just did a very simple look today because I was just like, I want to make sure that I could get through whatever makeup look I'm gonna do. So I kept it simple so we could get to this. Pointing, laughing, and dragging her dog shit out of FFG's clown ass, fraud ass, scamming ass, who's still trying to deflect, mind you. So on the eyes, very simple. I use Juvia's Place, the coffee shop palette. Let me show you. Very simple but beautiful, beautiful shades. I use this here, and then I did go in with some of these shades on the outer part of my eye, but very beautiful, pigmented, nice palette. I love, y'all know, if you've been around for a while, you know I love Juvia's Place. For my lips, I just did a quick combo. I did the Nima Tang collection. I did the liquid lip, and then I went in with, what is this called again? Brick House. Brick House from Colored Rain. So I went in the center and then just blend it out. Just so you guys know, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. When I'm trying to do like an ombre look or have it blend out the best that I can, I don't actually use my fingers or use my lips. I actually go in with this rounded precision. It's a precision round brush from Sigma. I don't know if you could see it, but that's what I go in with. So I like do the whole combo and then I go in to blend it out like that. I don't know where I got that tip from years ago. And that's for the most part how I do my ombre lips when I'm trying to do them. Even if you see me with a red lip, 9 times out of 10, I'm going in with a darker red on the outside and a lighter red on the inside. And I blend out with this brush. For whatever reason, they no longer make this brush. And I've been looking for a dupe, but I've had this brush for years. But yeah, and then I just go in and I blend, and it blends it seamlessly. I'm sure you can still use your fingers. I just don't. I just don't. But that's a little tip I picked up years ago, and I wish I remembered where I picked it up. But that's what I love to do. I wanted to go in with this, started off with this clip here from 2023. It's a simple clip, but I just wanted to cover it real quick.
Poo poo. Interesting. I mean, close, but no. Thank you for the super chat. FFG, you rage just like Chantal. No, because when I rage, I can still make a point. My raging it doesn't shut my brain off. So no, I don't rage just like Chantal. I rage and she rages.
FFG does rage like Chantal, because FFG, going back and forth with her brother on Twitter yesterday, doing the most, ended up deleting most of those tweets. Because it's me and, you know, one of the creators that I cover is FFG, I keep my notifications on and I'm always ready to screen record, screenshot, and collect receipts. So every single tweet that she sent off yesterday, I have every single one. And we'll be going over most of them. And they'll be labeled. For the ones that are deleted, you'll be able to see the ones that are deleted. But she deleted most of them in a similar fashion when Chantal goes off on her community tab post and then deletes all of them. So I have those for us today to go over because, again, she does rage similar to Chantal. Now, I have never seen Chantal go back and forth with any of her siblings online. And if she was, I'm sure FFG would be living for it the same way we're living for it. But what do I know? What do I know? Let me close out the poll. On Tour England, I saw your comment while I was getting ready, and I was just like, ooh, I really should have put up a poll. And it was the first thing I could think of. So let me close out the poll, and thank you for the reminder and the suggestion to do it. And I will keep getting to the support in a moment. Thank you, everyone who was here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the poll question was, how many packs of cigarettes has FFG smoked in the past 24 hours? 690 votes. Thank you for everyone who voted. 74% said enough packs to put Chantal down. 24% said 2 packs. And 2% said 1 pack. I think the 1 pack pickers are people who are being kind, being generous, or probably some Chinians, you know. And you're welcome, boo. So today's height of the day is 8-2. Thank you. Thank you. Normally I just look for the first suggestion and I go with it as long as it's not below 5'8" or below, as long as it's not that, because you try me if you do that. But today's height of the day is 8-2. And if anyone asks how is that possible, tell them to mind their business. Do I look short to you? Thank you. Donovan, thank you so much for 15 months. I threw my back out. Can I get some love? Ooh, baby, I hope you feel better. Can y'all throw some love in the chat for Donovan? Baby, rest, follow doctor's orders, and I'm wishing for a speedy recovery for you. Ooh, I know that's painful. I know that's painful. And thank you for being here, even with all that going on. Thank you for being here, boo. And please relax, for real. I know you got a wrench, but please, please, please relax. Don't do nothing. Bank Factory. I swear, I was just like, I'm gonna get this if it's the last thing I do. Bank Factory. Thank you so much for joining memberships and welcome, boo. Welcome. Bamboozled. I saw this and I had to say the comment on the side. Just like Curtis Jackson exposing Diddy, we got our own 50-centimeter tall queen. So y'all starting off fresh. Y'all starting off real fresh. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, you ate with that. When I saw it, I chuckled. I did more than chuckle, but I see what you did there. And thank you. Have you ever asked yourselves, what did I do to deserve this? Mind you, it's my own people. It's my own people who drag me like that. It's okay. It's okay. I will recover. Oh, boo. Thank you for 30 months. And we'll be talking soon. Thank you for 30 months. Hi, Beauty. I'm going to be replay gang again, but wanted to say thank you for the fast and high quality edits and hard work. No live. I didn't enjoy Miss 47. I appreciate you. And thank you for the amazing work that you've been working on for me. Thank you. And we're going to talk soon. Non-binary finery, thank you so much for 2 months of membership. My 6'8" queen. You know what? I'm gonna be 6'8" to next stream. I don't want to say tomorrow because I might be tomorrow. Next stream. You got it. I'm just a little taller today, but I appreciate you, boo. Thank you again for 2 months. Mungus, thank you so much for the support. Hey, Charlie, finishing up work because unlike FFG, I have a job and don't have to scam using a dead cat. Gonna listen while taking the dog for our evening walk. Have a good weekend, everyone. Do I really need to add to that? Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Thank you. Olivia Batty Benson, FFG's taking L's one by one. Couldn't be me. Mind you, she went live because Chantel's live on Kick and she went live as well. But I want FFG to know it don't matter what time she go live, baby. People are going to click on the 3 streams about her from today. For anyone who has been following, and thank you again, boo. Today just seemed to be like an FFG Friday. Yaba went live to cover a lot of the antics that happened yesterday with FFG. Went live this morning. Samantha went live this afternoon, and here I am this evening. Baby. And I just want to remind everyone, we would not be here if it wasn't for FFG's actions. We genuinely wouldn't be here. I just love that. Love that for me. As a viewer and as a creator, I just love that. It's just a lot of content today, a lot to take in, a lot of recordings I need to listen to as well. Oof, it's beautiful. And quick update, because I got notified right when I was getting ready for the stream. FFG's brother was doxxed, I want to say a few hours ago on the regular forums that dox, due to her docs being put out during the whole back and forth yesterday on Twitter. So his docs was put out, and then he quote tweeted his docs. He quote tweeted his docs pretty much like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. My shit been out there. And I'm just like, okay. Okay. I'm a viewer. My name Bennett and I ain't in it. But I'm a view. I'm gonna view. I'm gonna look. And to be clear, I for anyone who's concerned, I know FFG would have no issue with anything of hers being doxxed, seeing that she's doxxed so many people through the years. I still choose not to participate. I'm good over here. I got content without that. But for anyone who's concerned about FFG, I know she doesn't care. There's no way FFG of all people would care. I still choose to just drag her online antics. That's just my thing personally. But here we are. Here we are. Why do I feel like these are so behind? Firefox, thank you so much for 45 months. Time for FFG. Fallacious, ghoulish. Okay, hold on. Fallacious, far-fetched, ghoulish. Thank you. And hopefully I said all that right. And if not, we're going to just cut that out. We're just going to pretend I did. We're just going to pretend I did. Thank you. Y'all know how I am. Coming in here with big ass words. Probably not even that big. It's just me. But I appreciate you, boo. Kiwi girl, thank you so much for joining memberships. Welcome, 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 boo. Mercury, thank you, boo. I appreciate you. I always found it uncomfortable how she never expressed empathy to Amberlynn's aunt when she tried to cover the first phone call. Oh, I know where you're going with this. It was because she was Mama Lynn of her family and could only relate the anger of an exposed by a family member. Mercury, I'm actually happy you brought that up. I know exactly what stream you're talking about because I got a DM about it when she was alive talking about it. Even though I download all her live streams, I would have eventually seen it. And when I heard her take on that, I knew it was because her brother was starting to make more noise online. I know exactly what stream you're referring to, and I agree. When I heard her say it, because someone had sent me the clip, so obviously I had to wait for the stream to be done to download it. I remember hearing that, and I'm just like, of course that would be her take because she's currently being exposed by her brother, but there wasn't a lot of noise around it just yet. Because if you really pay attention to FFG over the years, normally she would be here for any of these problematic creators having family members or anyone close to them exposing the fuck out of them. It's one of the main reasons she became so close or tried to become so close to Shannon. So she loves that shit. That's why she had Shannon on her channel to talk about her experiences or to, give a bit more insight when it comes to Chantel. But all of a sudden, when it came down to Amberlynn's aunt, her tune changed. What a lot of people didn't know in that moment, her brother was picking up traction online. I had already known it was her brother, but I didn't want to lean in. I wanted to keep documenting. So yeah, Mercury, I know exactly the stream you're talking about. And thank you so much for the generosity. Pat Ray, thank you so much, boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The crustier twin is the crazier twin. Yeah, FFG is the crazier one and the more dangerous twin. But let me get into some of this and I'll get going. I'll return to the support. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you for everyone coming through. I'm going to try to keep it in order in which everything was happening. At least that's how I hope I organized everything. So we're going to start off with Chris, FFG's brother. Oh, wait, Yaba's in chat? Yaba? Sam? Welcome. Hasn't it been a day? Hasn't it been just an amazing day? But welcome. Yaba, I am mostly almost done with your stream because I had to be playback crew today. And Sam, I'm at the point with the phone call because I've been skipping around trying to do too much today. And thank you. I just want to say thank you as a viewer. Thank you for the content. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Let me get into the first tweet that was going to get the ball rolling. And that was from the 7th. It started on the 7th, but yesterday is really when it took off. One moment. Even though I know it's most likely with your seal of approval. When I come at your ass moving forward, 50% is going to be because of this fucking little bitch. Don't forget I told people to be patient 4 years ago. And look where we are. What's coming is much worse. I just want to play that one more time because I forgot what these clips. It's going to go right into it. I just want to play that one more time, and then we'll go over what it is that Chris is referring to. Hey, Annie, even though I know it's most likely with your seal of approval, when I come at your ass moving forward, 50% is going to be because of this fucking little bitch. Don't forget I told people to be patient 4 years ago, and look where we are. What's coming is much worse.
And I want to read off what it is that Lori said that was so upsetting to Chris.
Up inside that your son, even at his young age, can already see what a useless failure you are? Keep talking. Keep slipping up. Keep fucking up because it's what you're best at. Chris Feldman, born a loser, will die a loser, failure at everything. Doesn't it kill you, Chris? Eat you up inside to know that no one really loves you? That when you put your head on your pillow at night, you're completely alone? That if you died, no one would care?
For anyone who may be new or haven't been too tapped into the FFG and everything she got going on, Lori is one of her mods and like her number one lapdog, at least on Twitter. And Lori says a lot of personal things about Chris in defense of FFG. So Chris made it clear, hey, let's get something straight. A good amount of me coming at you now is because of Lori's ass. Because there's information that Lori has come out with that only could have come from FFG. And if you're on Twitter then and you've been following this, then you can tell. But those were Lori's words. I just want to make sure you could hear it one more time. And this is just 2 examples of the things that Lori says.
Does it eat you up inside that your son, even at his young age, can already see what a useless failure you are? Keep talking. Keep slipping up. Keep fucking up because it's what you're best at. Chris Feldman, born a loser, will die a loser, failure at everything. Doesn't it kill you, Chris? Eat you up inside to know that no one really loves you? That when you put your head on your pillow at night, you're completely alone? That if you died, no one would care?
Now that is Lori and Olivia Batty Benson. Thank you for this reminder. I was going to actually touch on it later on in the stream, but let's touch on it now. FFG yesterday, and we'll get to it, actually claimed that I use mentally ill women or mentally ill viewers, we'll get to the exact tweet, to do my dirty work. For starters, that's projection. Literally, that's what Lori is, to be clear. Secondly, and most importantly, this is a claim that's been spread over the years. And I just want to be clear, if you haven't noticed, I don't need anyone to do anything for me. I do it well. That's why I stand apart from people. I do things my way. I document, I shut the fuck up, and I let people keep going. There's a reason I have receipts that many people don't have. There's a reason why my receipts are sought out. I don't need anyone, especially someone who's unhinged, especially because I move the way I do in silence. I like to let you keep going and going and going. So no, I don't need that. That's why through all these years, when people say, "Oh, I'm going to expose," please expose it. If I'm not saying I am who I say I am, expose it. It shouldn't be that hard. But FFG was just projecting as usual. But here we are. Let's get into the tweets that kind of shook a lot of us and confused me at first because I was like, what am I reading? What is happening? Help. The tweet actually spoke for itself, but I just think I was just a bit in shock, even though I knew something was coming and I knew some of the things that Chris was hinting at would have possibly led to this, but I was just like, oh, here we go. So, oh, wait a minute. I don't mean to skip. Please, guys, to anyone who sent me support, I normally don't skip. I just read this and please forgive me. I just want to read it. Thank you, Yaba.
Big Sig, for those who don't know, Big Sig is FFG, French Fried Turkey Neck. You know, there's a few different nicknames for her. So French Fry Girl also just claims someone else is doing your edits and wants to know who. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. And hey, boo. So maybe FFG hasn't paid attention, which is fine. But for those who may not know, I've actually shown my editor on stream and I've shown some of my process. And with that support, I should just do it again real quick. Let me pull up my editor for y'all because I do my edits. Now, when it comes to my thumbnails, I always have him linked down below. I commission someone to do my thumbnails. Every single one for the past, I want to say over a year now. But when it comes to my editing, oh, that's all me. That's all me. See, that's what happens when you care about your content. It takes a bit more time. And I don't just go on live stream and scream and be angry and just click around. That's why my edits look the way they do. But I mean, let's just give a quick example. Give me 1 second. I want to see if I can let me see, because I've pulled up my editor before, so there should be no reason why I can't pull it up again. 1 sec, y'all. Sorry, I'm not used to doing this often, so just show me a little bit of grace so I could get it pulled up. Oh, there we go. Let's pull up my editor. And for those who don't know, I use Final Cut Pro. Let's see. And I can actually pull up the edit that I did for the intro, today's intro. So this is my editor here. Can you guys, if you don't mind, put a 1 in the chat if you can see my editor, a 2 in the chat if you can't. Just 1 in the chat if you could see it too. Okay, so you can see it. Okay, so I just want to show you this here. So what you're looking at right now is the edit that I actually did for the intro. And I label them by date. It's just best for me to keep track that way. So you see how it says 1/9/23 intro for live stream, and then it says FFG in the parentheses. So that's what you're looking at here. Each cut, each everything, like I literally created each one. That's one of the reasons I can't be up here like that. Number one, I work outside of this, and number two, these take me a long time, even simply for the intro. So these take a long time. And then this is here where you see, this is where we kind of get hype, we dance, and you see the support, and they're put in up here. So just another example, I did something recently. Okay, like the other day, the intro from the other day. So switch over to that. This is the intro for the other day right here that I did for Chantel. These are all my projects, by the way. I do delete them over time, but still. Like, for example, this. No, actually, where is the Amber Lynn stream I plan to go over? Okay. For example, this stream right here is and I'll make this quick. I know I'm probably taking a lot of time. This is the Amber stream. So the hour edit that I put up, I want to say yesterday, where Amberlynn was just contradicting herself. This is it here that I edit. Like each super chat, I literally take a screenshot and I have to input it. Like you guys just see that, but what you don't see is that I literally screenshot each one, put it in my editor to make sure it like pops up. Each date, I have to do it, every single one. These are like even the comments in chat, I literally do that. And then these markers here are for me to know what to save later. So when I have all these clips saved, like how I'm able to pull up clips and whatever, it's because while I'm editing, I have to put a marker to remind me to save it because I feel it's something that will be useful in the future. And normally, did I take these out? I don't think I did. Hold on. And I'm going to show you this last thing and then we'll be done. So you see how at the end right here, it has all these saves. I put them at the end, right? When it's time to export, I delete every single one. I export and then I undo the delete. And the reason I undo it is because then I know to come back and save each one. So each marker that you see here will be a separate clip that I save to my folder, which goes into my hard drive. So no, I'm not FFG. I'm not a lazy ass bum ass bitch who just parrots people and don't know how to actually put effort into their work. There's a reason my work looks very different from what it used to be a few years ago. It takes a lot of time, but the payoff is worth it because number one, you can't really argue what I'm saying because 9 times out of 10, I'm just using their own words, but I have to categorize it a certain way and I have to, you know, clip it a certain way. Oh, just to back up real quick, because I just seen this comment. Why is this important? Because FFG apparently just claimed that someone else does my edits. So I'm just showing you with receipts. See that? My editor right there, that I actually do my own edits. But another thing, this reminded me of a clip I actually had saved for this stream. But I was going to talk about it at the very end of the stream. But FFG just gave me a good reason to bring it up now. Give me one moment. And that's actually good timing. That's how you know some of this was meant to be very, very, very good timing. Let me bring this clip up here. This is from a few months ago. Again, I have a few clips, like a lot, because, you know, I've been storing a lot over the years. And I felt like this would come in handy. And it comes in handy with everything that just followed. This is from July of last year.
You lazy sacks of shit. You don't come for somebody else because they work harder and are better at it than you. Just that simple.
One more time.
Work harder, you lazy sacks of shit. You don't come for somebody else because they work harder and are better at it than you. Just that simple.
I think that kind of speaks for itself. Don't you say? I work hard. My edits may not look like I do them because maybe she expects something else, but they're my edits. I do them myself, no one else. So let's get back into this. Let's get right back into this. This is the tweet that kind of caused a lot of pause throughout the community yesterday from FFG's brother. In the bathroom at your place, hearing you say fucking cat. When I came to the living room, BBJ was still frozen on the ground. It had been at least 20 to 30 seconds. There was Coke Zero spilled. No, allegedly. Yes, I'm talking about you, FFG. Go talk to your lawyers. One more time. I remember being in the bathroom at your place, hearing you say fucking cat. When I came to the living room, BBJ was still frozen on the ground. It had been at least 20 to 30 seconds. There was Coke Zero spilled. No, allegedly. Yes, I'm talking about you, FFG. Go talk to your lawyers. When I first read that, because obviously I do follow Chris on social media, I was like, wait, what am I reading? And what does he mean by frozen? Because my mind went in so many different directions. So I was like, this can mean several things. And essentially, it meant like frozen in fear because it was frozen. It was Coke. It was just a lot to like take in. And even me, I think I just was a bit in shock. So, but really, when you look at it, what Chris is essentially saying is he was in the bathroom at FFG's house, heard FFG yell out fucking cat. And then when he came out, BBJ was frozen for a little bit, frozen from fear. And it was due to BBJ spilling FFG's Coke Zero. And he's making it clear he's not saying allegedly in any way. And seeing that FFG has been seeking out some type of legal action against her brother, he told her straight up, call your lawyers. call your lawyers. Now, does that really shock me? Not necessarily. For those who have been following some of the BBJ stuff for some while, Chris actually hinted at either some sort of recording or video related to BBJ. Till this day, I don't know what's on that video or recording. I just remember saying back when he hinted at it, what could possibly be recorded or films that would have to do with an elderly cat passing? Because apparently, whatever that video or audio, whatever that is, would put pretty much the nail in the coffin for FFG. And ever since then, because I bring it up every few months, ever since then, that's when I thought to myself, there's something nefarious that must have happened when it comes to FFG and BBJ. So when I saw that tweet, I was just like, what the fuck? And then I thought about that recording or video, whatever it is that he has. I thought about that and I was just like, yeah, so that's what's coming. That's what's coming. So it wasn't completely shocking, but it's unfortunate. Chris sent out that tweet, right? And one of FFG's first tweets wasn't addressing that claim. It wasn't addressing Chris. It was actually addressing Yaba. One moment. Is inbred Yaba going to collect super chats, sell merch, and pretend that a trip to Canada is ever going to happen? Everyone knows that greasy grandma will never be allowed to cross the border with that rap sheet of hers. So FFG, the scammer that she is, tweeted out this. Now, to be clear, I remember the Canada tour thing being a joke for years, even back in, I think, 2020 or 2021. And then over time, I think it became a real possibility. So I was just like, oh, wait, if this could really happen, can I come? Granted, there was a period of time that me and Yaba no longer spoke. So I was just like, okay, I won't be going on the Canada tour. But since her and I had a grown ass conversation and have moved past our differences and had better understanding, now I'm just like, okay, if this actually happens, I'm around. And it's been a long joke for some time with the possibility of it really happening. I believe Sam has even done streams where they're like playing certain things, getting opinions from viewers of what they would like and ideas they already have. But in no way does the Canada tour even amount to what FFG did, because the Canada tour has always been a joke that honestly seems like it might come to life. And FFG herself has joked with Yaba about it. They've even made plans to like go get the Kia and all that, like when they were friendly or whatever. So it's just like, is she really trying to say that Yaba is grifting and Yaba is scamming? And this whole idea that apparently Samantha can't get over the border, girl, what the fuck is she talking about? And yeah, there's a lot of things I've seen. I haven't seen anything that would stop Sam from getting across the border. Maybe she's hoping Sam doesn't get across the border. That's different. But if I saw something, I would just shut up now. If I've seen anything that could hint at Sam not getting across the border, I would just skip that part of the tweet and just keep it pushing. But no, that doesn't exist. And based on the fact that she has done this huge scam, when it comes to borders, I think FFG needs to wonder what her travel limitations may be in the near future. But that's just me. That's just me. That part 10KD, they never asked or raised money for that. The only thing I saw them do is make merch. The merch could have said, "My favorite crayon is yellow," and viewers would have bought it. Please. But you guys have to remember, FFG just got put on blast by her brother and is under a lot of scrutiny. And she's gonna do what Chantel would do. She would do what Amber would do, and that is deflect. Like, that's the only thing she could really has left at this point, because she no longer has the power to silence people, because a lot of people have woken up to her shit. So she's going to deflect, she's going to lie, she's going to try to destroy as much as possible. So this is expected. You get what I'm saying? This is expected, even down to what she said about me, which we'll go over in a second. But I also want to get to the point where she finally addresses her brother and the tweet that he sent out about BBJ, the one that woke everybody the fuck up. Chrissy's little takedown attempts didn't work, so now he's escalating the lies. Keep going, junkie. You're doing great. How's your son, by the way? The lies are only going to make things worse for you. Pill-popping bitch-ass thief.
Now, that was directed at her brother. That is also a deleted tweet. I don't know which part caused her to delete. I don't know if it's because she slightly starts to bring up her nephew, this alleged nephew. I want to be clear. I don't know if this child exists or not. Her brother made it clear that child does not exist, but I want to play around with both ideas. How about that? I want to play around with the idea that there is a child that exists, and also the idea that it's FFG. She lies about a lot of shit. This is the next deleted tweet that she sent off.
That sawed-off shotgun you brought in Halifax and brought home in pieces on the train, Chrissy? Hashtag lifelong criminal. Hashtag degenerate gambler. Hashtag fired for being a sloppy drunk. Hashtag elderly abuser. Hashtag should have been aborted.
I want to play that again, and I really want y'all to focus on the hashtags. And remember, this is directed at FFG's brother. FFG tweeted this off about her brother.
You still have that sawed-off shotgun you brought in Halifax and brought home in pieces on the train, Chrissy? Hashtag lifelong criminal. Hashtag degenerate gambler. Hashtag fired for being a sloppy drunk. Hashtag elderly abuser. Hashtag should have been aborted.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I haven't had my own family drama. Sometimes family could be tough. When I tell you it could be tough, it could be tough. I've said this before and I'll say this again. Me and my family will never do this online. And I want to make it also clear, I've had situations in my family where we physically fought. We're still not coming online to do this. Nope. No. And there are certain family members that I will never speak to again for personal reasons. We're not doing this. I could have one of my siblings come online right now and start going off on me. There's maybe only a couple of things that they could say where I'd be like, hold up, let's address this. Outside of that, baby, you just gonna have to keep talking to yourself. Let the algorithm find you. But FFG is reactionary. FFG doesn't think before she starts speaking. So when they started going back and forth weeks ago, I knew it would only escalate. And one thing about FFG, she gonna activate the fuck out of Chris. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I know there's some people that like, oh, this is sad that, families doing this. Yeah, technically it is. I don't like this bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't. If this was Chantel, we would have been grabbing our popcorn. When it was Amber and her aunt, grabbing our popcorn. This bitch is no different. Bitch, it ain't me. It ain't my family. We know better. And we have our issues. Listen, and I'm still grateful to Chris, because Chris is what confirmed a lot of what was happening, a lot of what was being said. And when it comes to the two, there's only one so far that has been proven to be a compulsive liar, and that is FFG. You can call that man an addict. You can call that man a bum. You can technically call that man a deadbeat if you want. I don't know that to be true. You can call him anything under the sun. What you can't call him right now, based on the information he has told us, what you can't call him is a liar. You can't. FFG though, you can. Now the next, let me see. This is the next tweet, deleted tweet of FFG's that I wanted to go over. And it was about me, Miss Chucklefuck.
When is Chucklefuck going to stop using the mentally ill to do her dirty work? Hashtag when is Chucklefuck going to call out her new bestie Hecate for being racist? Hashtag when is Chucklefuck going to delete her channel like she promised? Hashtag when is Chucklefuck going to come clean about May?
Now, the reason FFG said that tweet is because I was tweeting about what her brother was saying, and she had to find something to say. Because if you've been following, FFG actually does struggle to criticize me, even though she spent so long trying to make sure I lose support, destroy my platform, just spread a whole bunch of lies, which is why we're here. She struggles on what to say back to me, especially because she doesn't have such a sad tragedy to throw in my face the way she does with Yaba and Sam. She did try a few months ago when she tried to throw my child abuse in my face, but that got her some backlash and only garnered me more support. So she kind of struggles in how to criticize me or how to clap back or how to drag me, because she kind of sucks at that too. But let's actually take a look. When is Chucklefuck going to stop using the mentally ill to do her dirty work? Again, I don't do that. That's FFG. She's projecting. One of the ways she's projecting, keep in mind, if you watch my last FFG video, I had covered this. Let me see, actually. I want to see if I could bring it back up. It was actually the tweet that Lori had sent out. Again, Lori the mod had sent out a few days ago that could have only come from her. Let me see if I could find it. This tweet here that could have only come from Lori. So Lori had tweeted out this here, and it said, "Hey Chris, this is Lori tagging FFG's brother Chris. You want to try to humiliate your sister? Tell her private business on the internet, tit for tat, little man. But I'm just making shit up, right? Someone want to find," and that's Tweet T's handle. "Someone want to find Tweet T's card from FFG and compare the handwriting." The reason that's important there and the timing, no one had ever seen that before. And because I do follow FFG's behavior and I do take note of who her lapdogs are, obviously I follow them as well. So when I saw Lori tweet that, I went back in my receipts because no one has more FFG receipts than me. And I was just like, I've never seen this. And she's also saying, like, try to call my bluff. You can compare this to the card that FFG sent to Tweet T, so you can tell that this is really her. Lori could only get that from FFG. So FFG had sent that to Lori. And because Lori is trying to keep dragging FFG's brother in defense of FFG, Lori tweeted that. So what did I do? Obviously, I screen recorded, took a screenshot, and saved it. So all that to say, when FFG says this about me,
That sawed-off shotgun you
oh, wrong one, sorry.
when Is Chucklefuck going to stop using the mentally ill to do her dirty work?
When she says that, she's referring to herself. She is projecting. I don't need to send receipts to anyone to tweet for me. I do it on my main. I don't need anyone. That's the thing. So even when it comes to the video that I uploaded, that video was the first time a lot of people saw that list, where it was a list of all these different ways that according to FFG that she has helped her brother financially. So again, when she says this here, why is Chucklefuck going? When am I going to stop using the mentally ill to do her dirty work? Not me. Second point, when is Chucklefuck going to call out her new bestie Hecate for being racist? I've talked about this talking point before, but I'll touch on it again. For starters, Hecate and I are not besties. I've never even talked to Hecate privately. I watch her content. She streams for honestly sometimes days at a time. She covers a lot of the side drama, and I like watching the drama. Hecate has been in my chat before. She has even super chatted me before. When it comes to any exchange that I've had with Hecate, and I also make it no secret, I watch her content, it's always been public. I don't know how that makes her my bestie, but let's just say Hecate and I are tight. Let's lean into that. Let's just say Hecate and I are tight. If she's doing something that's worth criticizing, criticize it. I'm not going to stop anyone from criticizing anyone who is being racist or doing anything problematic. I don't know what these racist claims are referring to. I haven't seen it. But if Hecate is being racist, especially someone like FFG who has a platform, and she sees an issue with that, by all means, use that platform and call it out. The weird thing is, through the years, this has always been something thrown at me. Oh, you're not using your platform to call out this. You're not using your platform to call out that. Bitch, what's stopping you? I'm confused. What's stopping you? If you have the information, go. And if you don't have a platform, starting a YouTube channel is free. Get up there, do the work. But what I notice when it comes to people like FFG who have this talking point, like, oh, you're not calling out this. 9 times out of 10, I've actually called out that behavior within that person, and they now want me to call it out in someone that they don't like. Because I've had to call out FFG's racism in the past. So call it out. Show receipts the same way I've done through the years. It's really not that hard. It really isn't. And hold on, I'm looking for a specific comment. I want to see if it actually says what. Wait, where is it? Where'd it go? Thank you for 25 months. Thank you, Alibis. Thank you. Not just that too, right? Chuck, all Black people are the same. Hello. That's what it gives sometimes. But here's another thing I want to also mention, and I need all my white viewers to come to the front. And thank you again, Alibis, for 25 months. To all my white viewers to the front, give me your hand. I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. If you are white, never open up your mouth, ever, and dare tell a Black person to call out racism. If I am being racist in any way, call it out. You hear me? Drag the fuck out of me. But to have the audacity to sit there and say, hey, Black person, go call out that racism. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. With every fiber of my being, fuck you. I have sat on this platform for years calling out the bigotry. For fucking years. I was told for a long time I was playing the race card, when really there's not a time that you can clock where I have called out bigotry and it wasn't that. When there was microaggressions, all of that. And if on top of that, you are a white person whose racism I had to call out, fuck you. And that message not only goes out to FFG, that also goes out to the pussy ass bitch gaining ground who till this day is upset. Oh, she's not calling out that racism. She's not calling out that racism. Why? Because I had to point out your racism all these years? You little pussy ass bitch. All that work you put in, all that celebrating of me losing subs to see where you are today. You're still upset that I won't call. Oh, look at Charlie. Look at what Charlie supports. What do I support? If I fuck with someone and they do something that's worth criticizing, go criticize it. Imagine being buddies with the likes of Negs through the years, through the likes of so many other people, and think you're going to talk about me and who I'm cool with. I love that for y'all. That's why I love when certain forums hype y'all up. The more certain forums hype y'all up, the more I realize how much y'all gonna fall. The forums have not liked me for the beginning, thankfully. Do you see where I am and where a lot of y'all are, where the farms used to root for y'all? Do you see that? I would never want the support of that forum. That means I'm fucking up big time, baby. So, yes, Charlie fucks with who she wants to fuck with. And not everybody that I fuck with does things that I would do, things that I support. When I see somebody doing something I don't fuck with and I fuck with them, one of two things. I hit them up on the side like, come on, why you do this? Or the second thing, I look, keep scrolling. My name Bennett and I ain't in it. If they criticize you, baby, you gonna have to handle your own shit. I don't stress over this shit no more. For a long time, for some reason, everything was put on my back. Oh, Charlie, you're not calling out this. Charlie, what the fuck are y'all bitches doing? Did y'all lose the ability to criticize people? Because every other tweet is about me. I live rent free in y'all minds. Because I've always been a bitch that handles shit myself. That's why you will never catch me actually sliding something to somebody to go do for me. I do it the best. I do it my way. I like it the way I do it. So I don't send shit out for nobody else to do. So while y'all sitting here worried about why aren't you calling out this? Why aren't you? Do you need my help? Maybe I should start posting some like Cash App or PayPal links so y'all could hire me. Because anytime that I hear you're not calling out this, I hear I'm a weak bitch who can't do it like you do it. So it sounds like you need my services. If you need my services, ask me what my fee is. So, for example, FFG, if you need me to call out Hecate and Hecate is being racist, I'm going to have to do research and put all of that together. That's time out of my day. That's time away from my other content. Ask me what my fee is. I would have to do a research fee. I would then have to do a content fee. And then I would have to do a delivery fee. Ask me what the fuck my fee is. And then we could work something out. Slavery ended hundreds of years ago. My black ass doesn't do shit for free, especially for the likes of y'all. So why y'all keep asking me, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? What I hear is you can't do it, so you need my services. So start hiring me. Start asking me what my fee is. That's the model moving forward. Make sure you heard it today. January 9th, 2026. Before you step to me asking me why I'm not calling out something, ask me what the fuck my fee is. Because you bitches can't do it the way I do it, clearly. I'm waiting for the day that you hear me going to somebody, why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? No, I do it well my own. I do it well. I don't need y'all. When I need to call something out, I call it out. Sounds like y'all still struggling 5 years later. Ask me for my fee, bitch. So let's get into this here. Let me see. 1 second. Let's get into this right here.
You lazy sacks of shit. You don't come for somebody else because they work harder and are better at it than you. Just that simple.
That genuinely was not the clip that I was supposed to play, but it actually fit following what I just said. It actually fit. It actually did fit. So that works. That actually worked. But you know what I realized too? We are an hour in, and it wouldn't be one of my streams. It wouldn't be one of my streams if I didn't make sure y'all got a moment to unpack, relax, check on your pets, don't do what the fuck FFG do, and hydrate. I'll be right back.
Having a mental health crisis. Please, someone save me.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
Porcahontas.
Oink oink, bitches. Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stay. What you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're picking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. No time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't see and waste away. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end.
See, didn't you enjoy that quick little break? Just to regroup, just to, you know. But before we continue with more of FFG's deleted tweets, I want to actually make sure I get caught up on the support. Give me one sec. Oh, actually, that reminded me, I did not cover a few more of points on that tweet, and I'll get to that. I just remember where is it? Actually, I'll pull it up after because I'll get caught up trying to focus on that. Let's see. Cap, I'm really behind y'all, so thank you for y'all patience when it comes to this. Y'all know that's my thing. I always fall behind with the support. Cap, thank you for the support, boo. I have curated a little little poem for you. Roses are red. Charlie is short. I can't see her. Where's Charlie? Where's Charlie Golds? You know what? Hashtag where's Charlie Gold alongside with hashtag when. Okay? How about that? But thank you, boo. Happy weekend, everyone. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'm not short. Today I'm literally 8'2". Who in their right mind would say 8'2" is short? Someone shorter than me. That's who. Thank you, boo. Amanda, thank you so much for the support. Was almost we play gang, not today. Looking fabulous tonight, Charlie. Thank you so much. Put some boots on neck, girl. Drag her. Oh, and we're just getting started because apparently FFG was popping her shit tonight too. She was popping her shit tonight, so that means there's more for us to cover. And I will do what I do, edit that down and attach receipts, of course. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Kitty, thank you so much. What's Rio's height of the day? You know what? Rio's badass. I'll give him a solid 5 feet. He's never taller than me. Don't get it twisted, but I'll say Rio's 5 feet today. How about that? 5 feet. Maybe we should start doing height of the day for Rio too. That would actually be cute. 5 feet. 5 feet. And thank you, boo. Ari, my baby, thank you so much, boo. I am almost 22 years old of age and have a whirlwind high school romance. Managed to lose a guy in 5 days. Low key, these men ain't shit. Let me tell you something. Sometimes they ain't, boo. Sometimes they not. And I remember you had a little thing, because you started school, you had a little thing, but it's okay. And remember, I know what you look like. You will not have a problem. You will not have a problem. The fact that they ain't lined up. But forget about them. Please forget about them. And thank you for the support, boo. Please. There's way more where those came from. Smee, thank you so much, boo. Bought you a booster seat and a phone. Bought you a booster seat and a phone book. See, this shit right here. Yeah, but this is why I need the Canada tour to happen. This right here. Comments like this is why I need the Canada tour to happen. So people can meet me in person, right? Because I'm going to pull up. I'm going to have to pull up, have a good time with y'all so they can see me tower over all the viewers. It don't matter that I might be wearing Doc Martens and some stilts. That's not important. But Yaba, comments like this is why I need the Canada tour to happen. This bullying needs to stop. And this is low-key slander as well. Thank you, Smee. Thank you for the support. Oh, not thank goodness. Oh, I like this. TGI FFG. I like that, Ghost Flowers. Maybe we should start covering FFG more often, specifically covering her on Fridays more often. Who knows? Thank you, boo. Thank you, thank you. K Buns, thank you so much, boo. Rio texted me Oracle style and said Charlie is up to 6 booster blankets, 100%, 0%. Matter of fact, where's Oracle? Oracle still around? Oracle TV? I used to love his short videos. For anyone who hasn't been around, Oracle used to, I don't know if Oracle still uploads, and that's no shade to Oracle. Literally, those 5 to 8 minute videos used to have me dying the whole time. So I don't know if Oracle TV is still around, but shout out to you. You used to take me through some shit. So I appreciate you. And thank you again, K Buns. Jax, thank you so much for the support. Work has been crazy lately. Glad to catch a live. Perfect timing while I deep condition. Ooh, gifted memberships are coming. Mods, be ready. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Not followed up. Thank you, Yaba. Thank you for the gifted memberships, boo. Shout out to you. Thank you. And to the new members, enjoy. Please remember, you do have access to the Discord, so get in there. And trust me, it will probably be popping for a while, especially with FFG. Now giving us the energy, I guess she was supposed to. Is this now where 1 by 1 begins? Does it start tonight? one by one. We'll see. Just Jimmy, thank you so much. Apparently, the three of you all went live today because Big Sig isn't paying her brother rent anymore. What the fuck that got to do with me? Girl, what? She's playing victim heavily over there tonight. I guess that's her new way of grifting. Ooh, thank you, Just Jamie. Thank you. Y'all, don't get me excited because listen, certain edits I get really excited to put together. It sounds like I'm gonna really enjoy putting this together. Fuck. All right, listen. I need y'all to really hear me out. It takes me a long time to edit because I have to. You see my editor, you see why it takes me a while. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys are down for a late night stream tomorrow night to cover that stream, or would you rather hold off until Sunday? And when I say late night, I mean start time close to 8 p.m. Eastern. 1 in the chat for no, 2 in the chat for bitch, we'll be here. If you guys are here for it, just again, start time will probably be around 8 p.m. Eastern. It will have to be late. God damn. Okay. Noted. Jeez. Oh, but I do see some twos. I want to pay attention to the twos. You know what? I see a lot of twos, and this is what I'm going to do because I want to acknowledge the twos as well. If 2 is too late. Oh, wait, did I change what I said? Oh, did I mess up? Okay, 1 saying yes, you're okay with a late night stream. 2 saying no. Yeah, let me do a poll. Let me act like I'm a YouTuber and do a poll. Yeah. Let me act like I know how to work this, right? Hold on. Tomorrow. Sorry, y'all. Listen, show me a little grace. Actually, don't. I should know better by now. Late night, I'm going to say 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I just realized because I'm like, damn, the 2 started flying. I guess they're not here for it. And it was me. Started the poll. I'll end it after. There you go. Y'all should not listen to me sometimes. I barely know what I'm saying at the time. Notorious, thank you so much for 49 months, baby. This thumbnail is unhinged and I love it. So did y'all notice with the thumbnail, the padded room in the back? I thought it would add a little, the padded room in the back because a bitch needs to get help. She really does. And thank you so much again for 49 months. Thank you. I'm going to mess up your name. So Alo, thank you so much. Thanks for helping me fold 5 loads of laundry. Oh, I know that's right. 5 loads. Okay, you want to hear something weird? I'm one of those people who enjoy folding laundry. I like the process of folding laundry, seeing how neat it is, and then putting it away nicely. I'm one of those people. Like the whole switching from the washing machine to dryer. Sometimes I'll be dragging my feet to go get it from the washer to transfer it to the dryer. But the actual process of it being warm, laying it out, folding everything, and it's nice and neat, and then you put it away and just seeing how organized it is. And thank you again for the support. I use the Downy beads, the blue cap. I don't even know what the blue cap. I've been using the blue cap for years, but either way, the blue cap Downy beads. So just the smell of and the fold. I'm one of those. I'm weird like that. I love actually folding clothes. Just the aftermath and just everything organized. And I do. I'm one of the weirdos who fold my underwear. I don't care. I fold my underwear. I don't give a fuck how that sounds. Because I remember one of my sisters was like, bitch, you fold your yeah, I fold my underwear. The fuck? Leave me alone. I fold my underwear. Thank you. I like it to look, I don't know. It just makes you feel good when it looks nice. I don't know. Shit. Check, please. Thank you so much for 4 months. Lawyers do not claim her. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I enjoy her though. She is unhinged and she is not helping FFG's case. That's why I say she's my favorite lapdog. She's my favorite Chinian. And thank you again for 4 months, boo. Eartho, thank you so much. Thank you for 5 months. Imagine going this hard against someone you don't know. For a stranger on the internet, Laura needs to seek help and touch some grass, and she won't do any of that. That's the truth. FFG should do it and lead by example, but we all know that's not going to happen. So probably won't happen. But thank you again for 5 months. If there was even a chance that that could happen, then I'd give her that. But you know it ain't. This is the same FFG who literally said she was putting off therapy to keep reacting to Chantel. Okay. Jojo, fashionably late, sending love and peace to you, Charlie, and the Gold Cluster. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you so much for being here. And you're never really late when it comes to my streams, because 9 times out of 10, it took me a long time to get started anyways, because I'm running my mouth, just like I'm running my mouth right now. So you never really late. You just right on time every single time. Thank you, boo. L, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Kids are off limits, point blank, period. Agreed. And seeing that you said that, I believe all kids should be off limit as well. Above all, I believe even kids that are in your life should be off limits. Because FFG, through the back and forth with her brother, I kid you not, brought up her alleged nephew's name. Why the fuck would you bring that in this space? Anybody who's been watching me for a while, you know I have nieces and nephews. I got carried away a couple of years ago when my nephew was born, and I had tweeted out like, oh, I'm an auntie again, my nephew was born, but that was it. Y'all don't know my nephew's name, y'all don't know any of my nieces' names, y'all don't know my godchildren's name, bitch, y'all don't even know my siblings' names. Well, outside of the form that was like trying to dox my whole family, outside of that, okay, they do their thing over there, but no, the fuck? And I damn sure will not be saying that during a back and forth with a family member. All me even telling you I have nieces and nephew, that's all you need to know. But FFG felt it was necessary to mention that. But I'm gonna get to that in a second. I just want to get through some more of the support, but we're gonna get to that. Sequoia, thank you so much. Thank you for joining memberships. Welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. And Yaba, thank you for this. Thank you for this support, and thank you for letting me know off top what that dumb bitch was saying. Oh, FFG, you're so dumb. Sarah, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. #when I dropped FFG and joined the Queen's tribe. Period. Thank you and welcome. I hope you are enjoying Suss Out the Scene. See if you like it, but welcome, boo. And thank you again for 1 month of membership. Every, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I don't care how pissed off I am at my siblings. I'd never let anybody talk to them that way. Crazy way to treat family, but I digress. That's one of the codes I've always lived by. I go through shit with my family. We've gone through shit. I'm not siding with you while you drag my family. I will drag my family. And I don't care how toxic that sounds. I'll drag them. Number one, not in a space like this, not publicly. But I'm not going to kiki and chop it up with people who's dragging my family. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. Even if you're making valid points, that's the truth. You could be making valid points about one of my, granted they're not on social media, but let's just pretend one of my siblings is another content creator. And they did something and you dragging a dog shit out of them. You could be completely right. I'm not joining you. That's my family. I'm not gonna join you. Fuck you. I will drag my family. I'm not helping you drag my family. And even if they are doing that themselves, hear me out. If for any reason they choose to do that, I'm still not going to do it back. I'm going to handle you. But not like that. No one's going to drag mine outside of me. I don't need your help. I don't need you to chime in. None of that. Even if I feel wronged, I'm not doing it. But everybody built different. Kara, thank you so much for 16 months. Charlie puts effort into her channel, unlike some people. Cough, FFG /ALR /Chantel cough. That's why we love your videos. Thank you. Oh, the way FFG. Thank you for saying that, FFG. That's why I was so happy I could give y'all a small little quick tutorial on the fact that yes, I do fucking edit my shit. And keep in mind, I'm self-taught. I watched tutorials. I looked up different things on how to edit. I purchase effects and edits and stuff to make sure it looks good. Coming from a bitch who still doesn't have a webcam, yeah. If I was her, I would think that too. I would think that too. Actually, now I think about it. And thank you again, Boo, for 16 months. Thank you so much. Auntie Crazy, thank you for 3 months. Thank you for holding these girls accountable. Love, love, love your content. I appreciate you. Thank you. But I also don't want you to get it twisted. Technically, I'm not holding them accountable. When it comes to people like that, you can't actually hold them accountable. All I could do is expose them. All I can do is give my commentary and provide receipts. But when it comes to Amberlynn, Chantel, FFG, Rosie and them, it's not technically holding them accountable because they're not going to change. They're going to keep deflecting, lying, manipulating. What I do is I simply play their words, give commentary, provide receipts, and make sure I look good doing it. That's why you can't really argue my content, which I guess is why FFG would just say that somebody else does it to try to discredit me. That's so cute. Thank you again, Boo, for 3 months. Sybil, thank you so much for 8 months. I'd be frozen in fear too if a buffalo was going to trample me. Stop it. Justice for BBJ. And I didn't touch on it in lean-ins because I really don't want to even really think about it. But I do want to just add to this here. Just so we're all clear in where I stand and how I view things. BBJ went from one terrible home to another. If that hasn't been clear about my opinion on how all of this has been playing out, BBJ simply just went from one horrible house to another one. And that's just where I'm at. That's just what it is. Klanka, thank you so much for 10 months, Boo. Canadians gone wild. I'm telling you, something's up in that Canadian air. And I got some, actually, I ain't got no room to talk living in the US. Let me shut the fuck up, actually. Especially over these last few hours. I'm not getting into it. No, I'm not going to get into it. To anyone who has been obviously paying attention to anything in the US, just lean into your community. That's all I could say without going off. Lean into your community. Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. Annie stands on being everything better than Chantel. That's all she's proving, and she's so much worse, way worse. I want to repeat, not only is FFG worse than Chantel, FFG has proven she's more dangerous than Chantel because she's not as dumb as Chantel. And thank you again, Boo. Tatum, thank you so much. Back from my cruise and missed you gorgeous baddies. I hope you had fun. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you all have a great weekend. Charlie looking gorgeous as always. I appreciate you, Boo. And I hope you had fun. Where'd you go? I still haven't done a cruise ever. I look forward to doing one. I still technically haven't done a cruise. I've traveled plenty, but I want to do a cruise. Specifically, though, because I know there's different days, like a 3 or 4 day cruise. To y'all who be doing 7, 8, 10-day cruises, I couldn't do it. That's a lot of days. I couldn't do it. But thank you again, Boo. I'm going to get to more of the support in a moment. I wanted to get this pulled up here. Remember how we talked about, actually, where is it? L, where's your super chat? Remember when L said kids are off limits, point blank, period? I know L could be talking about a lot of different things when it comes to this space. I want to make sure I piggyback off of that and say kids just don't belong in this space at all. The topic of kids, they just know. This was FFG, a deleted tweet, mind you, from yesterday.
It's been almost 5 years of living off of other people and the government. When are you going to start looking for a job? You sit around all day popping pills, maybe spend some time looking for work, or trying to repair your relationship with blank, or getting therapy.
That blank is, according to FFG, that blank was her nephew's name. The same FFG, let me actually find the clip. The same FFG who said this here not too long ago. Let me find it. Let me see. Where is it? Hold on. I'll find it after, actually, because I want to. No, it's going to bother me if I don't find it. Sorry, I have these organized a certain way, and I want to make sure. Where is it? Did I not? We're going to just leave that for now. But either way, oh no, it's right here. I'm so dumb. I literally had it uploaded. Sorry, y'all. When I tell you it's a lot of clips I had to organize, a lot of voiceovers that I had to record. Let me guess, I didn't do that either. This clip here from 2024.
No, I talk about animals, okay, but it's the innocence, animals and little kids. The innocence, the fact that this is being used. Anyway, I sound like a broken record because I know I have said this over the last few weeks so many times. It's worth saying again. The fact that this is being used as some kind of like a point to get someone a gotcha, if you will, although I don't understand if it really is a gotcha. Dumbass needs to step the fuck away from the internet and know when you've gone too far. Huh?
FFG said back in 2024, she's about protecting the innocents. Children, animals. Why in the fuck is she mentioning her nephew, arguing back and forth about a nephew even existing, not only saying the nephew's name, but mentioning the nephew's birthday during a back and forth between her and her brother on Twitter of all places? She has said son during their last back and forth. She could have left it to son. Oh, you have a son, you have a son, you have a child, you have a child. She said, you know what I'm going to do? In a very deleted tweet, she said, I'm going to mention this alleged son's name. Let's, quick reminder.
See, it's been almost 5 years of living off of other people and the government. When are you going to start looking for a job? You sit around all day popping pills, maybe spend some time looking for work, or trying to repair your relationship with blank, or getting therapy.
And if you think that's the only time she mentioned anything to do with him, it's not. I want to go over a couple of more tweets.
Paying your useless middle-aged brother's bills for 2 years, and he swallows his rent money that you gave him in pills and needs rent money and a second time so he doesn't get evicted. Fucking loser. After that, I started paying directly to the management company. Had to baby him.
I'm going to circle back to that. I'm just trying to keep in order, but we're going to circle back to that in one moment. I want to go off to the next tweet. Keep in mind, these are all now deleted, just so we're clear. These are all now deleted.
Being almost 40 and asking your sister for $3 to take the bus. Loser. Also, who paid for Blank's Christmas gifts this year since it wasn't me? Who's going to buy his birthday present in March? Not me. Poor kid getting stuck with your DNA. Loser.
Let me get this correct. And I want to focus on the last part of that tweet. Who's going to, and if it's not clear, the blank is her once again using her alleged nephew's name. Also, who paid for Blank's Christmas gifts this year since it wasn't me? Who's going to buy his birthday present in March? Not me. Poor kid getting stuck with your DNA. Loser. Wait, so she's not gonna buy her nephew gifts because she don't fuck with her brother? Like, because they're beef? I'm confused. When she tweeted it, of course, I quickly had to make sure I screenshot and everything. But I kept reading it back and I'm like, wait, bitch, this doesn't make you look good. Let's pretend for a second this child exists. Let's pretend for a second. Okay. According to FFG, her brother's some sort of deadbeat. Wouldn't that make you want to be part of your nephew's life if that's if that's an option? It sounds like, according to FFG, according to her, she has a nephew. Her brother's a deadbeat. If you have the ability to buy him a birthday gift, why wouldn't you? How to hurt your brother? I'm so confused. Oh, and also, who bought him his Christmas gifts? It wasn't me. Why? What does an innocent child have to do with your beef with your brother? If you have the ability to be there for a child while a grown ass person is not taking care of their responsibilities, according to FFG, why the fuck should they suffer for that? Why are they going to miss out on a gift for that? Bitch, you're telling on yourself, dumbass. No wonder you deleted this. I'm going to make sure it plays again so you can hear what she tweeted. Even though this is my voice, listen to what FFG, a bitch in her 40s, thought it would be a good idea to say and tweet out to thousands of people. You know who else would probably tweet something like this if they were on Twitter going back and forth with their sibling? Chantel.
Imagine being almost 40 and asking your sister for $3 to take the bus. Loser. Also, who paid for Blank's Christmas gifts this year? Since it wasn't me. Who's going to buy his birthday present in March? Not me. Poor kid getting stuck with your DNA. Loser.
And is anybody going to tell her about the whole DNA part or no? Is anybody going to tell? No. Like, oh. I was actually waiting for this. And I'll get to the other support. Thank you. Girl Gangsta, Yaba and Sam doxed FFG. You're okay with that? No. But here's the thing. I want to make sure I cover it all. I wouldn't do that personally. I'm also not their mama. I'm not their mama. They don't ask me permission before they do things. Just like I don't ask them permission before I do things. Would I do it? No. But I have something to show you. I don't think FFG has an issue. And I'm going to play FFG's words. See, a bitch like me, I can prepare. I'm going to play FFG's words. So just so we're clear, Girl Gangsta, FFG does not have a problem with Yaba and Sam doxing her. And the reason I know this is because of what FFG said literally 6 months ago. 1 second.
You give a shit about doxing and harassing. We do have the right to message whatever the fuck anyone we want. And again, I'm going to keep on saying it. When there's an animal in the mix, bitch, this community will always do the most.
Let's play that one more time. One more time, okay? This is from 6 months ago.
Oh, suddenly you give a shit about doxing and harassing. We do have the right to message whatever the fuck anyone we want. And again, I'm going to keep on saying it. When there's an animal in the mix, bitch, this community will always do the most.
See, FFG said that about Chantel. Because when Chantel had Smokey, there were people looking into Chantel's docs, looking into getting information on Smokey, things behind that, because, you know, Chantel should not have another pet as an animal abuser. So while other creators are either doxing, calling up FFG's vet, it sounds like they're doing the most behind an animal, right? That's what it sounds like to me. And based on FFG's words, she's okay with it. I'm not saying I'm okay with it. That's why I don't do it. You notice how, like, I don't dox? I don't. And if somebody I fuck with do something I don't like, baby, you handle the criticism. It ain't me. I ain't part of it. But FFG doesn't have a problem. So don't worry about it. It's okay. FFG doxes all the time. I don't. You see how I get all these receipts and it just happens to be all online? We all in this space have a specialty, right? That's the truth. Let's have a real conversation when it comes to this. I don't want my specialty to be anything to do with doxing. I don't. I get dox shit all the time. You want to know something that I haven't said on this platform? I want to say it was about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Somebody sent me shit on FFG's dad. Saw it, closed it, and kept it going, kept it pushing. I've never made it a secret that people will send me shit. What I do with that is my responsibility. You think that address is the first time I've seen it? No. I get sent shit all the time. I was getting sent shit on Amber, Feline, all of that. As creators in this space, if they sit here and say they've never been sent docs info, they're lying. Things that cross the line, they're lying. I will open, look, what is that? Oh, baby, wrong creator, not me. It's not for me. It's not for me. I'm good. My specialty doesn't have to do with doxing. I'm good. That's just not where I want my specialty to be. My specialty when it comes to this space is receipts. Because you can't argue receipts. It's very simple. So you don't got to like what somebody else do. Take it up with them. And I've made it clear on this platform for years what I'm okay with, what I will do. I'm not their mama, so take it up with them. But also, FFG doesn't have a problem either. Thank you. So let's return to what we were saying. But I was honestly waiting on that. See, a bitch, like, that's another thing. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And then you don't got to lie and manipulate like FFG. You see how I had that receipt ready because I knew it would come? You see that? Can you argue what FFG said herself? I guess not. So next tweet, one moment.
Tweeting bullshit nonstop for like 2 months now. Not a word about animal mistreatment at all until now. It's almost like his junky brain took 2 months to come up with these lies. You know, since the other lies weren't working out the way he thought they would.
One more time.
Chrissy's been tweeting bullshit nonstop for like 2 months now. Not a word about animal mistreatment at all until now. It's almost like his junky brain took 2 months to come up with these lies. You know, since the other lies weren't working out the way he thought they would.
The thing is, though, Chris has been actually hinting at that for a while through the video and audio that he was referring to. So this is actually not new. And for FFG's sake, whatever device that is recorded on or whatever device that is sitting on, she better pray her brother loses that. Because till this day, from when we started paying attention to Chris, he hasn't lied yet. And as much as I'm impatient, I am very impatient and I want the receipts. I want this. And that's coming from a selfish place. That's the truth. I can't be a complete hypocrite, though, at him playing this long game, because that's what I've done with FFG this whole time. I let her keep going up and I just trickle. There's receipts I've hinted at that I've not shown y'all yet. Remember that. And I have to respect it because I understand why he's doing it, because it's the same reason I'm doing it. A bitch like FFG, you gotta let them keep going. Let them keep lying. Let them keep building these things up. You have to. And as fucked up as it sounds, maybe, it's a lot more satisfying that way too. To let them just keep building up the lies and then come forward and be like, by the way, let me show you all these lies and let me show you the receipts. It feels good. I've never made it a secret. Part of me doing this is for selfish reasons. And I say it with my chest. I don't have to lie about why I started criticizing FFG. I never did. And when it comes to certain things she's done in the past, certain things that surfaced, I always remind y'all of this here. 1 second. This right here. Please never forget this. Pause what you're doing. Take a look if you haven't seen it. This right here. FFG to Gaining Ground. December's coming. Charlie's got to work fast to get rid of me so she can make coin again this year. LOL. I'm going to do everything in my power to fuck up Charlie's December on YouTube. And I made sure to do everything in my power to keep collecting as many receipts and make content out of FFG. She wanted to make sure I lose income on YouTube. For what reason? I'm going to make sure I make money off of her behavior, in the same way that I've done for years with Chantel, with Amber Lynn. We are here right now because of FFG's actions. Even when it comes to that tweet, right? Like, when's Charlie gonna delete her channel like she promised? Never. I went back on my word. I lost support. That deserves criticism. I should have never gotten ahead of myself, made a fool out of myself. It's simple. I'm never gonna do that. And good thing I didn't. Good thing I didn't. Because you could say whatever you want. If I didn't stay quiet for these last couple of years, collecting the shit that I was collecting, because I saw what FFG was years ago, no one was listening to me. There's a lot that we have today in this community that y'all wouldn't have. So I'm actually happy I didn't delete my channel. It sucks that I had to lose support. I fucked up, but I'm okay. I'm very grateful. My big scandal was being a weight loss failure and it not deleting my channel the way I promised. I sleep just fine at night for that. That's me. That's me. FFG is a scammer. FFG will forever be known as a scammer and someone worse than Chantel, worse than the person she criticizes. And that's not opinion. That is a fact that is backed up with receipts. So yeah, I didn't delete my channel. It is what it is. I had to lose support. I had to take the L. You see how you can fuck up and just say, yeah, I fucked up. It is what it is. But FFG, she's struggling a bit. She's struggling a bit. And also the tail end of that tweet, I forgot to address it, but I've addressed it many times. Remember, I have a FFG playlist. When she says, oh, when am I going to tell the truth about May? I've been telling the truth about May for years. I've shown receipts on top of receipts. If there's something I'm not telling the truth about when it comes to May, FFG, show it. Show everyone. And I know, okay, hear me out. I know this is going to come off very arrogant. I know this, but there's no other way to say this. If FFG turned around and exposed the queen of receipts, that would go off in this community. And I know originally Callie used to use that, but low-key she ain't around, and low-key I am the queen of receipts. I honestly, I would be gagged. Would y'all not be gagged? Like, if I sat here all these years and said, here's receipt after receipt, I ain't got shit to do with that May thing, and FFG fired up a live stream or put a video together if she still knows how to edit, and said, actually, right here is where she lied, right here is where she lied, and right here is where she lied. These are my receipts. Wouldn't y'all be gagged? Why hasn't she done that? Oh, that's right, because she's lying. I say these things with my chest, and I encourage people to expose me, because if you're so sure I am lying, expose it. But that's not the case. So shut the fuck up and pivot. Try something else. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Oh, Funko Sunny, I'm gonna say this real quick, but again, I have a playlist. There was a viewer by the name of May who unfortunately met up with Natter Danger Dong El Shami, and she had allegations that he raped her. At the time when it happened, she went to, I want to say, Just Saying, and expressed that there was a lot. Again, I have a playlist, and in the Discord that she was in, it was Just Saying and a lot of other creators that include FFG. I had clips of FFG actually exchanging words with May. When the story came out, there was a lot of backlash, and FFG started a rumor and a lie that said that I set her up to look bad with the May situation because they caught backlash, because essentially they used a rape allegation as tea. And for whatever reason, FFG thought it was a good idea to say I set her up when that was literally not the truth. When Just Saying came to me for advice, I actually told her, do not touch that. Do not, just have Meg go to the authorities. Like, this is going to age poorly. But there was already things in the works that I wasn't aware of. So the videos released and everything, they caught backlash. But I think FFG was upset that I didn't catch backlash, which doesn't make sense because I didn't get involved. I literally said, I don't want no parts of this, but that's the quickest I can explain it. Again, I have a FFG playlist. But if there's something I'm lying about when it comes to the May situation, expose it. Even a DM. I go over DMs all the time. Expose it. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. I'm just saying, it's really not that hard. But I'm gonna see if there's any more tweets to go over. Yeah, it talked about her brother. Oh, actually, I wanted to go over this list here. This is the list where she was talking about all the different ways she has helped her brother. This one's from September. We got $1,000 for rent, $125 for Costco, $100 because he's broke, and all these other things, according to FFG. I'm going to remind y'all, this is the same FFG who sat there and lied and said she went to school for being an accountant. That's not, even though she lied about that, at least move like an accountant. You know what I'm saying? At least move like one. If you've been watching me long enough, you know my short ass is not tall. I'm 5'4". But you know what I like to do? Even though I sit on this internet and say I'm 5'8" and above. Sometimes I like to move like I'm 5'8" and above. But in reality, I'm 5'4". Okay? But I like to move like I'm 5'8". I like to move like I'm 6'1". I like to move like I'm 6'4". If you lie and actually needed people to believe that you were an accountant, don't do this shit. Please don't do this shit. This is weird. But pettiness aside, this is why FFG is one of the worst people to get any financial help from. She keeps track of it. FFG uses money to control people. I want to show you a thumbnail. Actually, I'm going to get it. I want to show you a thumbnail. And by the way, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I have a lot of thumbnails made in advance. If there's things I'm working on or whatever, I want to show you a thumbnail that I have ready to go. And part of the reason this hasn't come out yet is because it's supposed to be followed up. It's supposed to be followed up by someone who a conversation with someone who used to be friends with, to be clear, FFG never has friends, but someone who was friendly with her. I want to make sure. This is a thumbnail I got made a while ago. And yes, the video will still come out, but just to give you an idea of why I'm bringing this up. One sec. This thumbnail here. At the bottom, it says cash rules everything around me. So when you see this thumbnail in the future, just know it's the video that I'm dropping. FFG uses money in a way to control people. to silence people, and a lot of other dangerous things. She has done it throughout this community for a long, long time. So the list that she has of the things that she has done for her brother, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me because that's what she does. She keeps tabs on these things. And I'm not foreign to helping family. Sometimes you help family and they piss you off or they do some fuck shit right after that. You almost want to regret helping them. But they family. Shit, sometimes friends. It is what it is. People gonna disappoint you. People gonna do things that you wish they didn't do. And also, I want to remind everyone, FFG claims her brother is an addict and all these things, alcoholic, pill poppers, and all of that. Why the fuck are you funding that shit then? FFG has sat on this platform and called Chantel's mom every disgusting name in the book because she brought Chantel into this world and she enabled Chantel. But here we have FFG who claims her brother is an alcoholic, a pill popper, all these things. And she has it written down where she has literally funded that behavior. So Chantel's mom is a slut and all these things for enabling Chantel. What the fuck does it make FFG? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And here's the thing. Where is it? Sienna, that's why I get a lot of satisfaction with a lot of this coming out from FFG's own blood. Because FFG has spent years bringing Chantel's family, who's not on the platform, not even engaging in the community, has brought them to the platform, has said some disgusting things about them, and even doxed them. I want to remind y'all, FFG at one point had Chantel's mom's house, her home, as a thumbnail. So when you talk about people doxing FFG, again, I wouldn't do it, but you better believe FFG does not have a problem with it. FFG doxed like all of Salah's family tree at one point. Why in the fuck would Chantel's mom's house need to be a thumbnail at any point? At any fucking point. See, I try to cape in certain ways, but yeah, some people, you get lost and you forget who it is that you're trying to defend. FFG can't bring up an argument for doxing. And now FFG lost the argument she had about how she's so close to her brother and how she's so close to her dad. When the truth is, FFG has sat on this platform for years and sold y'all stories. She sold viewers stories long enough to exploit the fuck out of you. You know what FFG discovered while being a viewer first? Viewers love animals. FFG studied this corner of the internet. She studied it long enough to learn how to exploit it to make money. And that's what we're learning. FFG's a liar. FFG has lied more than Chantel. And FFG played a lot of y'all. And are still playing a lot of y'all. And if you want to keep watching her, keep watching her. It is what it is. But please believe, while some of y'all support her and go to bat for her, don't speak on the Beezers. You sound like fucking clowns. You can't be over there making excuses or come over here making excuses, which is fine. Make excuses and think you're above a Beezer. You're actually worse. The people who still support FFG and make excuses for her, you're actually more pathetic than a Beezer. But that's your truth to live. That's your truth to live. She played the fuck out of a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. Me too. For a little bit, I took her at her word. I really believed a lot of the shit that she said. but she just sat up here and made up a whole different reality long enough to make it seem as though she's better than the people she's criticizing, so she can exploit y'all emotions, so y'all can lean and reach into your pockets to give her your hard-earned money. When really she's a phony, she's a fraud, she's a liar, she's a scammer, and she's dangerous. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me see what else I may be missing, but I think actually let me get to I'm not gonna get to all the support because hello, it's me. But oh yeah, I got to you. Thank you, Boo. I hope you got that answered. But let me see. Thank you so much for all the support. I'm actually just gonna go through it like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know what you mean, Boo. I'm gonna say thank y'all for all the support. And I'll probably let me see, which girl would you rather share a room? Oh, I might have to do that next next stream. Brittany, thank you so much for the support, Boo. I'm always falling behind. I know there's another. Oh no, I knew there was another tweet. I'm forgetting. Hold on, let me bring up some. There was. I want to at least go over the last couple of tweets from her brother, even though they're still going. I want to remember a couple of these. Hold on. Let me see. Let me get that pulled up again, y'all. When I tell you, I really sat here this morning and just kept recording voiceover over voiceover because it was a lot of tweets. And imagine me sitting here trying to actually fucking read through all of them. Yeah, I know how I am when I read. So I was just like, hold on, where is it? This right here. When I saw Chris tweet, "I'll come to YouTube just for you," I said, oh, please, I beg. Yes, we're ready. Let me get that pulled up. Let me get that pulled up. Hold on. Where is it? This here. Let me remove this. This here.
Fucking stupid too. You have already seen proof that I can hold back and be patient. I'm not as impulsive and as emotionally dysregulated as you and your fucking freak friends. I'll come to YouTube just for you now. We'll have guests on the show too. Just wait, you piece of shit.
And there is another that came after that. Oh, actually, this is one of the tweets that FFG left up. After that, she started like retweeting other people that were dragging like some Yaba and Sam. But this is one of the tweets that she left up. And I was just like, again, no self-awareness.
Decide if this is lack of pills or too many pills. Fucking crackhead.
That's what she said about her brother. And this one really like kind of put a little bow on it for me, at least, where I'm like, I'll be here and I'll be waiting. Where is it? Right. Because when he said, "I'm motivated now," I was so happy.
You to take accountability after going to police and lying over and over thinking you could scare everyone. This straw broke the camel's back. I won't go crazy defending against lies. I'm motivated now, Anne Marie. You know I'll find a way. You know I'm not the one. You're cooked, bitch.
I just realized there was something else I wanted to go over and it will make sense. And then we'll call it a night. I'll tie it together. One of the tweets that Chris had sent out, you can hear the emotion behind a lot of it. And I want to follow it up with a few things and remind you of something FFG said at the end of 2023. And it actually goes well with what I was saying, like how she tries to lean and exploit the emotions of viewers, right? She says these dumbass lies because she can sense what it is that viewers would like to hear or what they actually believe, and she leans into that even if she doesn't believe those things. I want to, where is it? This here. And again, there's a few things that follow. Where is it? Sat on. Okay. Where is it? This here.
Pretty fucking bitch. It's over now. All the money that was given to you while you were homeless running from evictions, you let me take care of mom alone while you sat on your ass smoking a pound of weed and scrolling through Twitter. You want to throw money in my face.
For those who don't remember, Chris used to be on Twitter back in 2023. And I want to remind you of this tweet here. Back in 2023, before their mom passed, pretty much asking FFG to get off Twitter. This is from June 17th, 2023, prior to their mother passing. Stop stalking people online and go help your mother, who is very ill. The reason I also wanted to touch on that is this here. I want to remind you of a clip from, again, December 2023. And remember Chris's words about how she wasn't helpful. She wasn't there. He obviously still has a lot of anger, a lot of emotions, a lot of things to unpack from FFG not being there, according to him, around the time that their mother was sick. She was still online chasing Chantel. The truth is, that's what it sounds like. And back in 2023, he is tweeting at his sister, get offline and come help me. I want to remind you of this clip from a little after that.
My mom was passing away and my mom got really sick. I'm not saying this to trauma dump. I'm getting somewhere, okay? There's the system here is called the CLSCs. The CLSC, it's like the auxiliaries to the hospital. So we got massively involved with the CLSCs. They were like kind of in charge of like helping with my mom. There was certain, you know what I mean? They would come every day and they given us all kind of beyond info, but like nurses coming to the house every day. The CLSC becomes massively involved with you at the end. Okay. I now have ins with the CLSC and I realized, wait, the CLSCs are also the ones who do things like control the homes, the old people homes, and they would be the ones in contact with the social workers for the elderly and stuff. Koki, what is it going to be like when suddenly there's social workers and workers in general coming ding ding to the house and you've just smoked some meth and now you've got to deal with government employees? I'm going to make that happen. We're going to make sure that Dee Dee's mom's okay. Koki, I'm going to be your worst fucking nightmare this year coming. Wait. But we're not going to talk about it too much on the channel because I'm also not trying to draw too much attention to him. I'm certainly not bringing him any kind of money, any kind of attention to his channel. I'm just letting y'all know right now.
Did any of that ever happen? She said she had ins. Even though her brother, even months prior to her saying that, was pretty much begging her to get offline. Come help me with our mother who is dying. But around the time that viewers were very outraged about, obviously, Natter's involvement with Dee Dee's mom, rightfully so, FFG knew to use losing her mom as a way to lie to her audience that she had some type of connection with, the group, the nursing, hospice, medical group that helps people like that. And what she would find a way to get them to show up and help Dee Dee's mom. Did that ever happen? Did she ever follow up on that? See, FFG speaks with her whole chest about shit she don't know what she's talking about. She likes, I've said it before, she's a storyteller. And even in that moment, she knew to use her mom's passing. The mom that she, according to her brother, wasn't even there for. When it comes to the LSU or whatever the hospice group she's talking about, chances are it was her brother who dealt with all of that, not her. But she brought it to the internet because she saw the emotions behind the viewers when it comes to Natter and Dee Dee's mom. FFG is a disgusting, disgusting, lying, scamming ass fraud. As I mentioned before, there's only a few things I believe about FFG. Her name, because she's posted it, Annie. She's Jewish, and she lives in Canada. Those are the three things I believe about FFG. Outside of that, it's hard to tell when she's telling the truth. It really is. It's sad. Yeah. It's really, really real. It's yeah, her whole persona is I'm kind of a big deal when really she's no one. Oh, thank you, Sailor. Thank you. That's really her persona when the truth is FFG is no one. And I think for a long time FFG has always felt like she was no one. Which is why she probably leaned into telling so many lies about herself. When the truth is she never had to. The truth is FFG never had to make up all these stories about herself. Viewers don't need you to have some exciting life to connect with you and to support your content. But FFG needed to do more than just react and give her opinions. She needed, for whatever reason, for viewers to believe that she was better than the people she was talking about. She was better than the other people who were talking about the same person she was talking about. And I think it's because FFG has been such a failure in her real personal life for so long. She wanted to feel something. You don't have the issues that you have the way FFG has them. You don't go through over 8 evictions without fucking up majorly in your life. And I have personally failed at a lot in my life. And I still could not see myself doing and going through a lot of the shit that bum bitch has gone through. And a lot of it she did to herself. And then sat up here on the internet and made up lies. I made it no secret. I don't got no college degree. I don't. I didn't finish college. Did I lose support? No. FFG decided to sit up here for whatever reason and make up a whole accounting degree. And the irony in all of that, because I was catching up on all of today's content. Apparently, her brother is alleging that FFG herself has not paid her taxes in years. I don't know if her brother plans to bring receipts for that, but I want to remind y'all when it comes to the two of them, only one has been lying. And if FFG calls it out and shows that her brother's a liar, then guess what? He lied. But for right now, there's only one person who hasn't lied, and that's Chris. If FFG sat on Blue Ivy's internet all these years and made a mockery of the failure that Chantel has been with her finances, FFG sat here and lied about an accounting degree that she don't got, and then went on to possibly not technically do the same thing as Chantel. Oh, bitch. And I want to keep reminding y'all, and I see the poll answers, and I see it's a yes, an astounding yes. I want to remind y'all, I said years ago, this bitch is Chantel Jr. Chantel Jr. Oh, I didn't even realize Chris was in chat. Hey, Chris. Oh, you must have not never seen that clip. Yeah, I got clips on top of clips on your sister. I'm sure you probably figured that out. But oh, I didn't know you didn't see that clip. But if FFG actually sat here all these years and said as many things as she said, and these things keep coming out, and I want to be clear. The things with FFG are not done coming out. That's a fact. That's a fact. So we'll see. Even if Chris lied, he didn't play on those people's heartstrings and take their money. Exactly. No matter what, as much as people want to try to defend and say, oh, Chris is this, you can have your opinion on Chris. But Chris isn't the one who sat on this big ass platform and lied to thousands of viewers while accepting donation after donation for a cat that had long passed. You don't have to like either of them. You could say fuck FFG and fuck Chris. Okay. But only one scammed thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars out of viewers. And that is FFG. She got Chantel beat by a long shot. And that's something a lot of people are still trying to argue, and it's failing. I am going to call it a night. I want to thank y'all for all the support that I didn't get to. I need to start saying at the top of the stream, like I do not, it's not guaranteed I get to all the support, but I want to thank y'all. Kara, I hate my mom's brother beyond words. I helped raise his sons because he was a deadbeat. What kind of piece of shit punishes a child because they dislike the parent? Actually, before I go, I wasn't going to share it, but why not? And thank you for inspiring that. Years ago, it was years ago. I want to say, so I'm 37 now. So it was a little over 15 years ago. I call it a hood guardianship because we didn't go to the courts, but myself and one of my aunts took custody of a child in our family. I'll just say it's my little cousin. We didn't go the legal process. We worked it out with the baby daddy's parents and stuff like that, where we had custody of my little cousin for, it was a little over 6 months. Was it 6 months? Either way, it was a little over 6 months. It wasn't quite a year. It was definitely over 6 months, but it wasn't quite a year. Point is, the person on my side of the family was not a fit parent whatsoever. We worked it out with the baby daddy's parents because the baby daddy was locked up. So we worked it out. We got custody because the truth is we threatened my family member. Either you do it this way or we are going to have to call CPS. So it was a lot that went into it. Like a lot of threats, a lot of just shit that went into it. And we made sure we took in my little cousin. Took him in. Mind you, I'm 37 now. Like I said, over 15 years ago, I ain't never have a kid. And let me tell you, when you take in a baby, you didn't have that baby and you got to get used to a baby out of nowhere, but you do what you have to do. There was nights that I barely slept. There were nights that I was organizing in the middle of the night a babysitter for the next day. That's when I learned how much diapers were for real. I used to send people money, like say if a friend was like, hey, can you spot me this? Because I need diapers. Sure. But it's very different to spot somebody money for like diapers and shit. And it's very different when you then live it. I remember one time, okay, I'm going to say this and then I got to go. I remember one time, actually, I'm not going to use his name. I'm going to call him John, Little John. I want everybody to know I'm young, never had a baby before, but now we did this hood guardianship. Now I got a baby. I'm used to going to the movies, all this shit. Baby. I took him to the movies with me. I didn't know if it was okay. I took him to the movies with me. When I tell y'all, he slept through the whole movie. My aunt ended up yelling at me later because the loud sounds is not good for a baby, but I didn't know. I've never been a mom. I literally did it to like took on the responsibility to save my baby cousin. Literally, they said, "Who's the one person that can take care of a baby last minute?" They signed me up. I'm not gonna say no. So all of a sudden, overnight, I had a baby. So we had went to the movies. Literally, took my baby, not my baby, took my baby cousin everywhere, everywhere. When he got to the point where he could actually say like mom, he almost started saying it to me, but I didn't want him to do that because I was not his mom. And the plan was my cousin get the help so she can get her baby back where we would feel comfortable. And that's what she ended up doing. So it was like a hood. That's why I call it a hood guardianship, because we didn't go through the courts. But took him to the movies. My aunt ended up yelling at me like, "Bitch, do not ever take that baby to the movies." All right, I'm still learning. My bad. I did not know. But I think that was I think that's like the irresponsible thing I did. I didn't know. Anyways, but all that to piggyback off of that comment, even if I have a deadbeat in my family, you're going to be the deadbeat. We're not. You're going to be the irresponsible parent. We're not. Even though I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I really didn't. But I did what I had to. And he is an amazing, amazing young man. You could guess, obviously, he's a teenager now. He's an amazing, amazing young man. My cousin did finally turn it around. It obviously took her months, but she turned it around. We gave her the baby back or whatever. But all that to say, like, I'm not going to turn my back on you, especially if somebody in my family is a deadbeat, especially if they're a deadbeat. I'm going to show up even more. I'm going to curse you out on the side, but I'm going to show up even more. But yeah, that was a long-winded explanation of me agreeing with the super chat, pretty much. But yeah, and I just want to again thank y'all for all the support. Shout out to all of y'all joining. Thank you. Oh, and to everybody donating. And thank you. Y'all know I always fall behind. Thank you for the gifted membership. Tony Tone, you know you always have a special place in my heart, baby. Thank you. That part. We will be back here again late tomorrow night based on the poll. It's gonna be a late night stream, but you guys sound like you're here for it, so I appreciate y'all so much. And we'll see how much more dog walking we can do. Actually, before I go, let me see if she started tweeting. Is she still live? Actually, hold on. Because you never know. It might be breaking news. Let me see. Okay, she's not live. Let's just check Twitter real quick because her Twitter fingers be going, bitch. Let's check Twitter real quick. Okay, nothing on Twitter. I just wanted to be sure. But I'm sure that stream has a lot of gems in it that we will go over together late tomorrow night. Thank you so much for everything, y'all. Have a good night, and I'll see you right back here, technically, around this time tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Well, I look like Peter Griffin today. It's the glasses and the chubby face. Anyways.
From being 130 to 280, the bigger you are, the longer the shower. So if I'm 340 pounds, how long do I have to take in the shower? Fuck that. I just wash a few body parts. The ones that don't smell don't really matter.
Well, I mean...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I went to the bathroom. There was no toilet paper. So I took extra long because I had to wash my ass in the sink and then blow dry my ass with the friggin' Dyson hairdryer. It was like very powerful. So luckily I got to just put my butt far enough away. I know! They had no toilet paper! So I washed my hands very well. I don't smell. I think. Excuse me. A, B, C. I can burp the alphabet. I was gonna strip for you for Valentine's Day. You know, I was gonna I bought red platform heels. I bought red lingerie. I was gonna strip for you, but you had to be an asshole.
You can't strangle me. You can't strangle me.
Oh my god. Goodbye.